happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti.
Faced with the calamity of...
Oh, Paimon gets... just...
It's not just you, which is why we must stop.
So the Archon war with... So will the power of the
We've already discussed this to...
What?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did once, and as fate would have it, for what could you mortal...
So be it. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Glacial Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able militant, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Into the shadows. Ready.
Looks like I went too far.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How dare him. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Stabilize!
Move it.
Mark into it! Let's end this quickly!
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is mental energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Karst! Whoa! That a pink shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Hey there!
I I will have order.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War! So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
Let's move. This is order.
Ready.
Some quiet.
What evil ways? Shoot on sight.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if you hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Hunt them down.
Watch out! Hey there! This one's got
I will have order.
a proper send-off!
Miscalculated.
Time to testify.
This is it.
The Fatui's numbers are fitting!
Fight on, comrade. Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber. What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it...
The ominous aura of that monster, the effects of the sigil, it will be some time.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Savior, come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to... At first, it was only that. It is a testament to Ningguang seeing the Jade Chamber.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that's... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well...
Oh?
3,700 years. Even to this very day. But that does not mean... Do not merely cast your...
Are you questioning our means of...
I mean no... Forebears, you say? This morning. What? In the dream? I also thought to tell him, but I dared...
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective.
Right. That's something that happened in Mont. The Animal Archon sought to...
Each of the 7 nations has its...
Though your point is the very... As Adepti, we've become...
All right, all right.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am a...
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan. I thought this battle would perhaps... Although I am a mere...
Huh? What?
What?
I wasn't afraid. When danger is near, thanks for protecting Leo.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh.
You see, this is the country of contract, although their blood is the time of contracts between...
Seeing...
Your line of inquiries...
See?
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands what the... One fears that by the time one... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have... But how will we ensure...
All right, Mooncarver, you...
Looks like the cup. Oh, right. A child wanted to unleash, but we were able to hit. Oh, and speaking of that... Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest... Did we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you?
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you...
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank... Well, last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about... We had better go and...
The key here is consumer psychology. We have some new items in.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers. Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my... Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you! You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost... So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that two...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed on...
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the... No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to... until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your I stood motionless among the crowds, asking...
Oh, Zhongli...
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age. I decided that so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its...
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, the credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only... I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. To come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark!
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortal...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
Ah, fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade...
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the my agreement with the Cryo. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer...
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You know that god from the ocean?
Yes.
Say.
Now that you... I mean it all... Still, what's...
Ah, forget.
So wrecked. Oh, come on. There's only one real possible... Fatui. They start... Shh. Lower...
Hear ye all! Though a dragon so gods and adept rumors and hears having been thwarted in his trial, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention the Qixing already... Exactly, right? Look, it's Ningguang and Kun
As said previously,
3,007.
we the people of Liyue,
The long, unending...
now that we have awoke, will you stand with us?
So concludes the word. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng?
Huh? Is she?
Traveler.
Yikes!
Is that the traveler who they say?
So young. The Liyue Qixing, I'll name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in was
If you were looking for...
The cleanup of the prep...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,000... Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Mora...
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can ease when I was journeying with you, though I still...
Oh, no one but, since you weren't yet...
Well, we were only spending Fatui in the City of Commerce. We do the Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the seven...
I fear that continuing your journey... Yes. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, but if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate, this is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how...
But starting from last year...
Vision hunt?
Yes. It was...
They want to seize vision.
I should think that in the...
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the fact that even I, knowing her... Seven ideal... All right then. Well then. I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect